All right. Today we get to talk about one of my favorite distinctions, problem solving versus possibility creating. This is one of my favorite ones because it actually sits at the core of everything we do here. It's the reason why we are trailblazers, and it's one of the major philosophies behind Niiamah and everything that comes out that I create. And the element here is that from a place of problem solving, we are looking to see how the issues of the past can be incrementally changed and or neutralized. And so in doing so, what we're doing is that we're taking the issues of the past and we're carrying them forward into the present. We're just making the past a little bit better. When it comes to the to possibility generating though, or possibility creating, I use them interchangeably. When it comes to possibility creating, we're actually going off and saying we have a distinct vision of the future. How do we create that? What's necessary to create that, and who can we create that with? And that's what I have found is that when we give ourselves the chance to think in terms of possibility creating, it oftentimes leads to the problem that we were trying to solve to be insignificant or irrelevant altogether because we're focused on what it is that we truly are truly going after. Now, this distinction is really, as I said, it's at the heart of the philosophy that we follow here. Everything is around how do we help you create a future that's distinct from the past. And I have to call this one out here because for many of us, this one's going to be one of the harder distinctions to play with because problem solving is so highly lauded in our everyday lives, in our corporate lives, in what we think that our clients want from us, and in the ways that we think that our teams are looking to interact with us. I have a problem and I've solved it and I get a gold star, or I get a client, or I get money in. I mean, there are whole industries all set up around solving people's problems. And the problem with that is that we're constantly making incremental changes to things that may not actually have any real value in the world. And if we move to the stance of possibility creating, it gives us more space to move toward that which we truly want. Now, look, will there be problems like that arise because we're trying to create new possibilities? Absolutely. It's not a guaranteed once you do it. However, the cool part about that is that you've automatically up leveled your problems when you go for that possibility. For me, I call it's problems worth solving, not just problems that people have or that are presented. Are you choosing to work on problems worth solving versus those that are presenting? And the distinction of possibility creating actually helps you have that as a lens and a filter to guide you forward. I'll leave you with this with a message from someone who first made this distinction visible for me. Her name is Ruby Fremont, and I met her at a conference, and she said to me, I described the people that I worked with and some of the struggles I was feeling in terms of the tensions that I was having a hard time articulating. And she looked back to me and quite plainly said, "Oh, it sounds like you're looking for people who run towards possibility as opposed to run away from problems. Who run towards possibility as opposed to run away from problems." I invite you to level up your game from simply problem solving and to spend your time and attention and efforts to create new possibilities that are worth it for you. Ooh, I can feel an energy here. This one feels a little edgy to put out because of just how strong the status quo is around problem solving. And I love to engage in a conversation with you about this. So come join us in our tribe discussions and we'll go on from there. In the meantime, take some time for yourself throughout the day. Just give yourself the next 24 hours to look through things through the lens. Am I solving a problem here, or am I creating a new possibility? And you'll probably notice that you're solving a lot of problems. So let me give you another tool that you can use, which is, okay, what is the possibility that I like to create? If we went beyond just fixing this problem, what is the actual end outcome that we would love to have? Let me see if I can make this real for you as we leave here with just a specific element. So what ends up being difficult, I realize where the difficulty lies. Because oftentimes when people bring a problem that they have, I'm a coach. I spend my time coaching my clients, and I work off of insight. So rather than information or time. So it's very likely that a client will come to me with a problem that they're having. And then when we spend time getting back to what it is that they like to create in the world, what it is that their purpose is driving them towards, or their mission is driving them towards, they realize that the problem that they came in with is not actually one that even if they solved, would move them toward what it is that they actually wanted. It was just a problem that was presenting itself. So let's engage in a conversation. Let me know if you have any questions. I can come back later on and refine this even further. But you'll find that this is actually one of the underpinning elements of what we do here. And so there's a chance that this idea of possibility creating is something that you're already leaning into. And if that's the case, I want to just give you a little bit more tools to be able to take the next 24 hours and see how you can bring more possibility into your conversations and allow more room for that versus problem solving. If you're ever looking for an example of this, just watch one of my videos. You can go to niiamah.com/YouTube, where I'm coaching people live. And when I coach them, you'll see the flip. You'll see the movement from problem solving into possibility creation. And you'll also see just how much more powerful that ends up being on a consistent basis. All right, let me end this one here because this is going to leave you with enough to think about. I'll talk to you soon. Remember, be more you, because it is beneficial to the world. Talk to you soon.